very, very close fight. Do you think you did enough to win it?
Close. Maybe I got the first 2 rounds, he definitely got the third. But I don't feel robbed or anything, he could have got the second as well, maybe, so.
What was it like walking out there? That's one of the most epic entrances I've ever seen. In all my years of covering fights in this building, I don't think it's something like it. The fans continued the song before the fight started.
Yeah, it felt like the best entrance ever. It felt like that to me anyway. That's them, that's not me. I did a bad job tonight, the fans were amazing. You know, that was the highlight of the fight, unfortunately, for me.
Is the word a bit more given all the talk before this, the storyline that obviously a lot of fans clung to?
Yeah, sure. But, you know, Miles fought well, he fought a good fight. I can't, hats off to Miles. Miles came in and talked the talk and walked the walk. I just talked the talk tonight, I didn't walk the walk, so.
What was said there afterwards between yourself and Miles? Did you clear the air?
Yeah, he gave me a hug and said he had a lot of respect for me, and I said the same to him. Great job by Miles. I did mean everything I said. I felt very slighted by what he did, but I have to respect him for that. He came in, he came in and faced me and fought me, and he got his hand raised. So nothing but respect for Miles.
What can you take from that performance tonight?
Sorry?
What can you take from that? Is that what you can take from that?
Yeah, I'd have to watch. Very strange performance from me. I felt kind of flat, I would say, but that's not to take away from Miles. Maybe I was flat because Miles was on form. I don't know, but I felt a bit flat. I sparred extremely well in the lead up to this. My stand-up had been better than ever. And in there, I couldn't find my right hand. I caught him once or twice. I caught him and got some good shots on him, but I never really hurt him badly, which I felt that's what I was banking on for this fight.
Peter said just there to you a moment ago about the atmosphere. You know, was the flatness maybe on the atmosphere?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I've experienced this once or twice in my career where I felt a little flat, but then you don't know. That could be because the opponent makes you flat. I don't know, it's such a weird game. It's hard to put your finger on what went wrong in there.
Can you take any pride in the fact that you have been one of the big driving interests in this whole card? When this fight was first announced, this was the fight everyone's been talking about, and it's continued to be the fight that everyone's talked about. Do you think that's impressed your new bosses at Bellator, given the interest you provoked here?
Say the last bit again, Pete.
Just given the interest you provoked ahead of this event, do you think that's impressed Bellator?
Yeah, of course, it had to. You heard the crowd. That's for me. It wasn't for Miles, it's for me, so.
Peter, the strategy coming in, obviously, you know, you're a guy who likes to fight from long distance, and you're usually a lot faster than your opponents, kind of breaking that distance. You're usually a lot faster than your opponents, kind of breaking the distance. Do you feel like Miles, his ability to kind of close the distance, put a pressure game, was that the hardest thing you felt to deal with in the fight?
No, I didn't find that hard to deal with. He did a good job closing the distance, but he didn't hit me once. I didn't find that hard to deal with. I fought a bit differently. As you said, I normally close the distance very well, and I dart in and out. This time I waited. I was anticipating him closing the distance, and I was waiting to counter. And the counter was just never really there. I caught him a few nice ones, he was cutting things, but I never really found him properly and planted on him, which was what my game plan was for this, as you could probably see. So it just didn't work out for me tonight.
Do you feel that the beef between yourself and Miles is kind of squashed now that you've gotten in the cage and sorted out with your fists?
Yeah, look, I still don't like what he did. That wasn't bluster, that wasn't all promotion. I didn't like what he did. He has his own explanation for it. I have my own view on it. But now what can I do when I respect Miles? He came in, he faced me, he called for this fight, I took it, he faced me, he got his hand raised. Like I said, nothing but respect for Miles. That's over.
Appreciate the event and all those occasions.
Yeah, absolutely. That walkout will stay with me for a very, very long time. It was just surreal. It felt like the best walkout in the history of MMA. Maybe it was just because I was there and I was feeling it, but it felt amazing.
Obviously, it's been announced that Bellator are coming back in September here. Would you be looking at a rematch on that event, potentially?
No, I think we should go in, have a few fights, and that rematch will happen organically down the line. It would be the best thing for that.
Was there anything that he brought to the table that really surprised you in there tonight?
He was stronger than I thought. He was physically stronger than I thought he would be. I thought I would be much stronger than him. I was a bit stronger than him, I think, but he was very strong.
Thanks, Peter. Thanks very much.